So the title decider here at Snetterton comes to fruition with 11 riders all looking to stake their place in the end of season showdown. 3 riders are already locked in, those being Jason O'Halloran, Bradley Ray and Rory Skinner. The remaining 8 all have still a chance of qualifying. The 3 just outside the cut, as it were, are Danny Buchan, Peter Hickman and Leon Haslam. But the other riders, such as Kyle Ryde, Tommy Bridewell, Glenn Irwin and Tara McKenzie, are all still in with a shout of qualifying for the showdown. These 3 races here this weekend at Snetterton are going to prove pivotal in the destiny of the Bennetts British Superbike Championship.
The green flag waves at the back, which means we're ready to go racing. 12 laps coming up here at sunny Snet, and away we go. A rocket start there initially from Kyle Ryde. Oh, not away so well, Tommy Bridewell. There's Brad Ray, just going up the inside there of Glenn Irwin, who got off to a decent start. Oh, it's a big crash in the background.
Big crash, 3 riders.
Vickers, that's Buchan.
Yeah, that's Buchan.
Danny Buchan.
That is Buchan.
Oh, this is so costly for Danny. He had work to do from 15th. Tara McKenzie has got quite a few of those podium points, but he's got to try and make sure that he has a squeaky clean weekend here. Tommy Bridewell!
Out.
Tommy Bridewell's got a problem, and he's out! Oh no, second place then he was in, Tommy Bridewell. What a nightmare for him. Ray wins here at Snetterton. An excellent race in the background there for Taz McKenzie. And Kyle Ryde. Wow, what a ride from Kyle. Iden 4th, then it's Haslam, Jackson, Sykes, Hickman, Irwin, Danny Kent.
So after race 1, of course, Danny Buchan crucially went down through an accident that was not down to him. And it's going to be interesting what happens here today. Of course, it's the all-important day. The title fighters are decided. We have 5 confirmed. Bradley Ray, of course, leading the championship with Jason O'Halloran, Rory Skinner joining him as well. And yesterday, Lee Jackson and Glenn Irwin were confirmed. So today, it's all eyes on the other 3. Tommy Bridewell, who accidentally hit the kill switch yesterday. It's looking like he's going to be all right. He's going to be, I'd say, a safe bet to go through to the showdown. And Tara McKenzie, also the reigning champion. Kyle Ryde is the rider in 8th place at the moment, but he's 30 points clear of Danny Buchan. And so that's the key one to look at, particularly in the first race of today. Danny Buchan has got to beat Kyle Ryde and ideally get a few riders in between them as well. So that's what we're going to be looking at today.
So here at Snetterton, it's the final day of the main season. It's been a very surreal weekend. Obviously, the event's been operating under the shroud of the recent death of Her Majesty the Queen, and the championship has been paying its special tribute with activities on both days of the championship, with a minute's silence and displaying of a big Union flag. So it is quite with mixed emotions we go into this final day, but the action on track is, as ever in Bennetts British Superbikes, topsy-turvy. We had Danny Buchan, who had a double win at Cadwell Park, really getting some confidence and momentum and getting, close to cementing a place in the showdown, but he had a disaster on the first lap of yesterday's race, being wiped out, ironically, by Ryan Vickers on a BMW, and yet again we see BMW potentially not being in the showdown, which is obviously difficult for them. So Danny's outside the line. Tommy Bridewell had a mechanical during the race, which gave him a poor result. So both him and Kyle Ryde, who had 3rd place yesterday, are on the 7th and 8th position, but underneath that notorious line that divides the difference between the showdown and non-qualifiers, we've got Leon Haslam, Peter Hickman and the like, all trying to have 2 chances, 50 points on the board. And we've had just weird results this weekend. The McCams Yamaha team that have been so strong during the year have had mechanical gremlins all weekend. We know we're going to see people just with this last chance, and whenever there's a last chance, it brings out some weird outcomes on track. So all to play for, 50 points max on the board. Riders of the calibre of Danny Buchan, Peter Hickman, we've got Josh Brooks and Tom Sykes, and all those riders the wrong side of the line. And the defending champion, Tara McKenzie, along with Kyle Ryde and Tommy Bridewell, all in quite precarious positions. So an interesting day ahead, that's for sure.
The showdown decider at Snet is underway. Lights out. Good start from McKenzie in 2nd, and again Tommy Bridewell on the front row, not getting away all that well. There's Kyle Ryde, number 77 on the black and blue Yamaha. Of course, he's 8th in the championship at the moment. If he stays where he is, as things stand, he's booked his place in the showdown. Taz McKenzie, of course, with a second place here, would get it wrapped up. He'd be in the showdown, and these podium points are needed as well. So Danny Buchan then has got another space to make up. He's in 8th. Let's get the results then. Brad Ray, brilliantly done. Time to perfection. He made it 2 out of 2 here at Snetterton, winning ahead of Tara McKenzie. Tommy Bridewell back on the podium, making up for yesterday. He was 3rd ahead of Irwin. Hickman 5th, Kyle Ride 6th. Danny Buchan then 7th from 20th on the grid. Jacko was in 8th ahead of Jason O'Halloran.
So here we go, we're on the grid for the final race of what we call the main season. At the end of the day, the points will get reset and we go into the showdown phase. And in a slight change from previous years, the showdown 8 are confirmed and locked in from the earlier race today. So that means that Danny Buchan, Leon Haslam, Peter Hickman, big guns in the Bennetts BSB Showdown Championship, have missed out on that all-important top 8 finishing position at the end of the main season. So now we kind of transfer, we get a bit of a strange race where it's all about the podium points. It's 5 for a win, 3 for second, and 1 for third. And when the points get reset this evening, they will be the critical things which sets the order going into the final 3 events. So I expect there to be some fireworks, certainly between this emerging head-to-head between Bradley Ray and the defending champion, Tara McKenzie.
Eyes to the lights, and we are underway. A good start from all on the front row. That was much better from Tommy Bridewell as well on the Ducati, number 46. On the approach then into turn 1, it will be Taz McKenzie who leads. Coming into this race, Brad Ray has 56 podium points. Taz McKenzie has 30. There's 26 points separating them. Taz would dearly love to cut that gap down. You're looking here at Peter Hickman, number 60, trying to find a way through on Tommy Bridewell.
Yeah, fastest lap of the race, 47.6.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Storm Stacey at the end of the start-finish straight. Yeah. The safety car does pull in, and the bikes are all flying past the safety car. That was a bit close. Hey. Taz was looking to get a proper run there.
He went early, didn't he?
Hang on a minute. Ooh. It's not over. On our timing screens, number 1, Taz McKenzie, 28, and 2, long lap equivalent time penalty, 2 seconds. That's not going to actually affect too much. That gives Hickman potentially a win. We're going to have to see what it's like over the line. Now, this could all change. We'll call it as we see it. This will be fascinating. 2 seconds added on here to the time. Ray thinks he's won it. Across the line he goes from Taz and Irwin. Who's got it?
I think
Hickman's going to take the win. Is he? No, he's not. He's third.
He's third. Glenn Irwin.
No, hang on. It's all changing. The time screen.
Ray's going to take the win. Hickman second. McKenzie third. Glenn Irwin fourth.
Jason O'Halloran is 5th, and then it's Haslam, Bridewell, Kyle Ride 8th. In terms of the championship at the end of the regular season, Brad Ray on top, 66 points clear of Jason O'Halloran, but it's all about these top 8 now. Only these guys can win the Bennetts British Superbike Championship, and there are the crucial podium points on the right of your screen. 61 in favour to Bradley Ray.